All right, welcome. This is a companion video to this blog post. If you read it, it might be a little bit confusing, so I thought I'd record a video showing everything that we're talking about here. So our goal here is to have a bot that can ask a customer some questions. So before we start setting up the bot, let's actually establish a conversation with a customer. So the easiest way to do that, and I'm assuming you've got your Fogbender account, your organization, your workspace created. If you go to embedding instructions, there's a button here called Try Live Demo. If you hit that button, you're going to get a choice of customer. So in this case, we're going to be Olga from Sailing Ships. And I'm going to tear this off and set it up here. But before we once again jump into bots, why bots? Why not just a form? Why not like a more involved user interface? And one of the answers, I think, is that, so I just want to show you this to you. This particular room here, so Olga works at Sailing Ships. Sailing Ships, they don't always want to use the built-in messaging environment, right? Sometimes they want to use Microsoft Teams. And so they have Microsoft Teams hooked up to their support dashboard with Acme, right, in this case. And so because, like, if we use a bot, it will work in Microsoft Teams because it's just messages going across. If it's an interface, it will not. So that's one of the reasons why it's kind of a good solution, a portable solution, let's put it this way. So I'm going to move this out, but I just wanted to show you this. All right, so then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to head to AI under settings, AI bot. I'm going to actually just disable this bot here. Okay. So we're going to start from the beginning. We're going to enable the bot, give it a name called Acme Sidekick. It immediately creates a command called stop. It's built in. And you can use that to just like stop whatever the bot is doing. And then next, we're gonna use ChatGPT. So if you look at the text of the blog, basically at the bottom, there's a set of instructions. So you can copy these instructions to a text editor. Here it's literally called text editor. And then at the bottom, there's a line that says paste your script here. So I'm gonna, and by the way, I already wrote some instructions that I'm gonna use. So this thing right here, like this is gonna be my example. You're gonna write your own, right? But I'm gonna take my example and paste it here. And I would just make sure that it's all aligned correctly, just in case. ChatGPT is pretty good at figuring this out because we're basically hinting at the nestedness by these equal signs, just in case. Okay, so then I'm gonna copy all, head to ChatGPT, paste it here, and then hope that it will start building JSON, which it's doing. While it's doing this, I'll just go through these instructions. If you haven't seen how this works, basically, I'm literally telling ChatGPT, consider the following set of questions. And here's a question set number 1. And this is just a bunch of questions here with some conditional statements, right? And then I'm saying, and the corresponding JSON structure. And so this is a JSON structure that basically I built manually from these questions. And then what we're saying is, now, given the second set of questions, this is going to be the one that you will provide, and I just provided, build a similar JSON structure with pretty formatting. And that's what it does. And it looks like it's done. Hopefully it's correct. One thing that's broken, this pretty formatting isn't always that pretty. I don't know why it does this, but I'll show you how to fix it. So then we copy this code. We head back to the Fogbender AI settings tab, and then we're gonna create a new prompt. This is gonna be like the command. What's it gonna be? I don't know, let's call it life questions. And then I'm gonna paste this JSON here. And so we've recognized it as JSON, and we can hit this button here. And once we hit the button, it makes it pretty. All right, so once this is done, you can test it. And this is where having this test user is really nifty as well, because you're not actually doing this with a real customer. So the way it works is, you'll be like, let's say you just need to collect some information from the user. May I have our bot collect some info from you? And then Olga says, of course. So then all you do is you mention the bot, Acme Sidekick, this one. Hang on, this is cache. Let me actually just F5 this. There shouldn't be two of them. And live questions. So this kicks off the conversation. I'll just bear with me. Olga. Year. What are the cities where you've lived? San Francisco. So this is a multi-part answer, which you can control by those instructions. So here we're saying unless the user types next, we're going to keep like accumulating the questions. So let's say she also lived in Phoenix. Okay, and then no more. Next. You like films? No. So boring. And then it's a long answer, so let's just say next. Do you know anyone else who doesn't like films? No. Do you play any musical instruments? No. Did you ever want to play one? Yes. Which one? Drums. Do you have any additional commentary or context that you'd like to provide about the problem? No. Thank you. Done. Kind of amazing. So this is a bonus right here. Not covered in the blog post, but I can actually, because I've got the GitHub integration connected, I can ask the bot to file a ticket. So what it's going to do is it's going to look for these $signs represent the boundaries of the conversation here. So it's going to take this conversation, go to not ChatGPT, but to like Text DaVinci 003, the current OpenAI API that's available, come up with a title based on the context. And let's see here. See, the title is Olga's Story, SF, California to Phoenix. Doesn't make much sense because we really didn't talk about much. But yeah, it filed a ticket, so we can see it here. And I'm just gonna click on this link here. So this is the actual GitHub issue number, and it's formatted pretty nicely. So you can, that's the other thing you can do with this this feature. All right, I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.